Hey Norm, congrats on the win. Obviously, you know the situation. You know what tomorrow is. You know what could happen. How much do you allow yourself today to think about that? Think about the possibility that this could have been your last game as a Raptor. Is that something you think about at all during the game? Is that something you think about when you come out of the game?
No, I really didn't think about it at all. I think the people around me think about it more than me. I've been telling everybody, and which has been true, that I've just been focused on what I can control, staying in the present moment and doing what the team needs me to do. I can't get caught up in what's being said and what's being put out there. You drive yourself crazy trying to figure out what can or could happen. It's out of my control. So I'm just, like I've always been, focused on what I can control and going out there and doing what the team needs me to do to help the team win.
You may have just answered this a little bit, but is there an outcome, a specific outcome tomorrow that you're hoping for? Would you be disappointed if you were traded?
Um, I mean, my roots are here. Giving everything to the franchise. Obviously I want to stay here. I'm not out looking for other teams to go play for and this, that, and the other. I'm solely focused on this season, being with the team and hopefully being able to finish out the season with them. But I understand that it's a business that we've seen in the past. What happens doesn't matter your feelings towards what you want. The organization and the people in charge that paid me to play, are going to make decisions that they see fit for the direction of the franchise, and you got to be able to take that on the chin and live with it. But obviously, I spent my whole career here, the ups and downs, blood, sweat, and tears. Being a part of history, winning a championship. Obviously, I wouldn't want to leave being traded away. So it is what it is. But I'm just focused on myself and, like I said, what I can control.
Thank you, Norm. Appreciate it as always, man. Have a good night.
Thank you.
We'll go to Stephen Long.
Hey Norm, similar question to the first one Josh asked, but would there be just come what may, whatever happens tomorrow, whatever happens, but would there be a sense of relief knowing that you've been in this kind of storm of rumors for so long that it'll finally be over?
I guess I really don't pay attention to that stuff. I'm not just blowing smoke to you guys. I really don't pay attention to that. When my friends or my family or sends a text about it or whatever, ask a question, I literally rub it off. Ignore it. I really don't pay attention to it. I'm not stressed about it, worried about it. You just got to face the facts of what it is. And go about it. God has got me. He leads me every step of the way. So I have all the faith that whatever happens is supposed to be part of my journey. And I trust Him, and I'm going to continue to do that no matter what.
And I know you said you haven't been paying a lot of attention to all the noise that's been happening, but has it been weird, being mentioned this often, on Sports Center and whatnot?
I haven't even watched Sports Center to be. I really don't. I don't have Instagram. My marketing team runs Instagram, so I really don't see a lot of stuff. It's weird around me. I feel like with some people in the organization, I'm always being asked what can happen, this, that, and the other. I tell them the same thing every single day. Some the people in the organization on medical staff were emotional and things like that, and I'm telling them to relax and calm down. But it's a business. You build connections with people. I don't really know. It doesn't really bother me one type of way. I think it'll probably, but whatever happens, I can't speak on emotions that aren't here right now. I'm just gonna wait and see, just like everybody else.
Makes a lot of sense. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stephen. We'll go to Michael Grange.
Hey, Norm. Great game. When you look at, you talk about your roots being here and you look at, what you've accomplished in your 6 years, what are you proudest of? What does Norm Powell stand for, or hope that people think Norm Powell stands for?
What I've always came in here talking about, the grind, and I'm a hardworking person that's committed, fully focused on trying to maximize and be the best that I can be with the team, and just being a winner. That no matter what happens, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep going. I feel like I've said it before early on in my career that Toronto was the perfect fit for me. For my mentality, for my personality. Underdog. Toronto was was a underdog city in a sense. Not many people knew about it. Obviously, got a lot of pub my first year with the All-Star game being in Toronto, and Toronto started blowing up, and everybody started talking about it, and being a team that is kind of the outcast in the league, and putting them on notice every single year when they put us out. We're not going to make the playoffs. We're not a championship contending team. It fit me perfectly, coming in Toronto, and I feel like the city and the fans see that in me, that hardworking mentality, that underdog mentality, and I think that's what I stand for.
Appreciate that, Norm. Best of luck, man.
Next question goes to William Liu.
Hey, Norm. First off, great game tonight, man.
Thank you.
For your personal development, I feel like this year obviously has been such a breakout year. You're averaging 20 points this season. Do you ever just take a moment to kind of pause and reflect on sort of how much growth and development you've achieved?
Not during the season. I save that for the summer and looking at how I can get better. I think that's where most of the reflection comes from every summer and how I can improve. During this season, I'm just focused on what the team needs of me, what my role is, and being prepared and ready game in and game out. I work a lot with my trainer. I said that I think the Detroit game, AJ, he's breaking down clips for me, and we're in the gym working on and how I can improve little things that he sees offensively and defensively. But reflection time comes in the off season and in the summer, where I can actually sit down and relax, and I don't have to ramp up and get ready for the next game that's coming at me.
Right. And do you feel like that kind of appreciation is there about the fact that like last year, for example, you made such a big jump in your game, but I don't know how much discussion there was for most improved. And this year you made another big jump too, extending your usage especially. Do you feel like that sort of appreciation has been received on your end for what you've tangibly improved?
Appreciation as in for me, or like the coaches, organization?
From everybody, really. Everything that surrounds Sigma basketball, really.
I think so. I think people like to see hard work paying off. And for me, I have high expectations for myself. Despite what everybody else is talking about, or thought that last year was a fluke, or whatever is going on and being said. I have high expectations for myself. I work that way. I view myself that way. I think appreciation is always in the growth when the work is showing. And one thing about me is I'm never satisfied. Everybody talks about this game, that game, how good you are, but I don't sit there and be like, oh yeah, like it was a great game. I was like, nah, I could have been better here, there, all over the place, and I'm continuing trying to better myself on and off the court. And that's what I work for. I let the appreciation come from you guys and the articles and stuff that you put out, but me, I'm just focused on how I can get better day in and day out, no matter how many times people say on what I'm doing out there.
All right, appreciate you. Thank you.
We'll go to Vivek.
Are you okay, Phil?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Norm. I was just wondering, the last couple of seasons, the way you've made that improvement offensively and making better reads and whatnot, do you find as you're picking things up on that end that it actually helps you also defensively in picking things up?
I think this comes from watching film, and I honestly, I feel like I've been lacking in that sense the last few games, and everything like that. So I've been focused a lot more on how I can improve and being more tied in defensively and what our foundational defense is, and not getting beat on things that I shouldn't be, being more physical and connected in the movement on the defensive end. But yeah, that just comes from the game slowing down and watching a lot of film and knowing your opponents. I think it's definitely areas that you can improve in, but you got to dedicate yourself to that. So I try to be both sides of the ball. you know, and I feel like my offense has picked up and defense has slacked a little bit here and there. But like I said, I'm always trying to improve, you know, so I'm watching both sides and how I can get better in making reads.
You talked about how you're able to stay away from the rumors and all of the talk that's going on. Over the course of the losing streak, were you able to find a way to disconnect from that away from the court? Or is it impossible to just get away from something like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm focused on what was in front of me, you know, and so when I'm away from the court, it's tough to disconnect because you want to win, you know, and a lot of those games you just reflect on the things that you could have done better, and how we could have got a squeezed out a win or two here, you know, in those close ones that we lost. But I think when I'm away from it, you know, you gotta let your mind be free, you know. So I just get back to talking to my boys, probably getting on a video game and just relaxing a little bit, and then I'm looking forward to the next time I'm on the court, you know, to better myself and get ready to go out there and fight and compete for a win.
Thanks a lot, Norm. Appreciate you.
Thank you.